We always talk about kind of social media being a mirror, right? So it's going to reflect back the way I'm feeling when I enter into it. So if I'm generally coming at it from a good place, I'm not depressed, I'm not anxious, I'm probably going to have a fine experience. But you were speaking to teens that already had conditions, whether it's depression or ADHD or you name it. And it just made me think about that, right? Where you're going into AI, which is very similar to social media, right? I think it acts as a mirror a lot of the time where it's reflecting back what you're saying when it comes to the companions. I do wonder, and we've seen things like AI-induced psychosis, right? Where these chatbots kind of pull people down their spiral if they already have a condition. So I do worry about that for teens. But then I also think, isn't just being a teen a pre-existing condition? I say that all the time. I'm not trying to put down teens, but you're going through puberty. You're figuring out your sense of self. Like you're probably already not feeling great about yourself, right? Your body, like you name it, right? Part of growing up. It's not a comfortable process. So just that alone, I know I just threw a lot in there. I think really, really worries me. So I don't know if you've thought about that part of it being a pre-existing condition just because you have a developing mind.
Well, what I was going to highlight that I think is so beautiful is even you just talking about like what it means to be a teen and all those awkward pieces and
Yeah.
challenging pieces is you're really coming in with that empathy, right? And we were
Yeah.
we were all teens at one point, and so I think even as we're talking to our kids about this, like having that understanding of why would you want to talk to an AI chatbot?
Yeah.
And like not coming in, I always joke around that I can be a giant judgy bear, but really not coming in with that judging, but just being like, I can understand that would feel really good to be able to like talk to someone about my issues or talk to them about like questions that are like potentially really embarrassing. And so I think
Yeah.
that's where we have to have these open conversations with our kids and talk to them about some of these concerns. Because what you're talking about, the mirroring, is
Yeah.
a real design feature.
Yeah.
So, for example, and actually, this was in the Brookings Institution report, they talked about how, a teen might be like, oh, I'm so mad. My mom made me wash the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you said that to a friend, most friends would be like, yeah, my mom makes me wash the dishes all the time. So
Yeah.
annoying. Done. When you say it to a chatbot, it'll like really match you. It's
Yeah.
mirroring you, like you said, and it can
Yeah.
really, rile you up even more, which as you highlighted, you're already primed for.